Right, enough rat bike for one time being. Let's get back to something on the Bonneville. Welcome back. Okay, so carrying on with the modernisation of the Bonneville, really, they're a classic style bike. This is just taking off some of the grandad bits like the exhaust, and eventually we will get around to the big Darth Fisher price indicators, but all of it just makes the bike look like a bit more modern, a bit stripped down, a bit more street, and that's what it's about, stamping your own mark on it, all that. Now all this is today is this casing here, the chain front sprocket or gearbox sprocket cover. Big round thing, see people bore holes in them. Some people cut a big hole and put mesh on it. There's many ways to decorate it, but I actually prefer one of these little covers. It's just a little piece of billet, 10mm thick, machined billet from Motone, black, hard anodised. How much was that, Pen?
55 plus 3 postage.
55 quid. So they're not cheap, but then as I've said in the past, with Motone stuff, good ain't cheap and cheap ain't good. They are top quality parts, and I don't think it's worth putting cheap, crappy parts on a bike. Because if you're going to take the factory parts off, I always believe the parts you put on in their place must be of better quality than the factory parts. And that ain't hard, is it? Ultimately, because most of the factory parts are rubbish. All you need to do is take off this casing, ever so simple. 4 bolts, 5 bolts hold it on, little tiny things. Simple as that, 8mm heads. The bottom one's a little bit unique. That just holds another casing on inside. These hold the top one, get down to the last one. Now this is when you'll be glad you put a little bit of copper slip on them and not Loctite. Don't need to Loctite these in, you really don't. The torque setting for them is only 9 Newton meters, it's not much. You certainly don't need to lean on a monkey boy. Now that casing underneath there's our front sprocket, a nut and so on. Shortly we're going to be changing that. When this chain of sprockets comes to be replaced, I'm going to take that sprocket, I'm going to put an extra tooth on the front, put a 19 on the front, which gives it a little bit better gearing, gives you a bit of legs, kind of adds like a 5th gear to it. 5th gear, 5 already, isn't they? 6th gear. It gives it like an overdrive, so it gives you that lower revs for cruising. These things kind of run out of puff. 70 mile an hour, they feel like they're doing all they want to do. So if you want to take it up a motorway for any distance or cruise, you can change the front sprocket, and they are available from Tech Bike Parts. You can do quite a good deal on them. They're only literally £15, I think, just to change the front sprocket. But being as I like to get the value for money out of some of these things, I'm going to wear that chain sprocket out, give it another 3,000 or 4,000, and we'll change the whole lot, put a gold chain on it, and a nice one. For now, it's just this casing. And that cack in there is just a collection of chain lubricant on the front. It's kind of desiccated and gone hard like a wax. It's all sticky. And that's got to be cleaned off before you can go putting on a casing that is exposed, because obviously you wouldn't want to see that, would you? It's going to be covered up by this. I'm going to put this in a safe place so it doesn't fall on the floor and get damaged, and then we'll clean all that out. I'll show you how we do it, really easy. Okay, now I've always believed the simplest way ever to clean all this crap out of here. Your bike's so low I can't
sorry.
I can't get the litter tray underneath it. That's annoying. There we are, that'll do. Is to use WD-40 in a paintbrush. Honestly, this stuff is direct and it's accurate, and you can trick. Don't use anything sharp, because all these casings are painted or powder coated. So I'm just going to use an old pencil and scrape all that off.
Oh my goodness.
Not nice, is it? It's like molasses. This is just collection of old chain lube, which you don't need. It's all surplus to requirements. Suck a big jobby. Right, just scraping out the worst with an old sort of pencil or a soft pen case or something, or a chopstick, a wooden chopstick, something that will not scratch. Don't go scraping screwdrivers in here, because you will regret it. It will take the powder coating off your engine, which will spoil your whole day. I think that's enough for now on there. Right, that's dead, so I'll leave that there. And it's just in there with the WD-40 and paintbrush. It's just a bit of a messy old clean-up job, but when it's done, it's great. And it doesn't hurt to do it periodically anyway. All that collected chain lube's not necessarily a good thing. A bit of kitchen paper gets it all out. Once it's all loosened up with the WD-40. Right, so once you've got it all clean, which is just however long you want to take on it, it's just a simple case of building it up. And you get, in this particular kit, you get 5 bolts, 4 to hold this casing on, and 1 to replace this casing bolt that you lose when you take the casing off, because there's nothing there that bolts on. So let's pop those in, set that down a minute, pop that 1 bolt in place at the bottom, and that just replaces the one that you've lost. Simple as that. Pop that in there. It doesn't need a washer any more than the original bolt did. And honestly, they're so light. They're 9 Newton meters. They're not just wrist tight, honestly, like that. That's it. That's all it needs. Now with these, pop them on, and you get these little machined billet sleeves that go on to space the thing away from the engine. Honestly, how hard can it be? Look at that. Piece of cake. Even she could fit this. And then just offer it up. Let's come on this side. Offer that up there. And just pick the threads up. A little bit of copperies on the end of the bolt. And like all these things, keep it all loose till all the bolts are located. Give them a good 5 or 6 threads off before each one goes in. Just fill the thread with a little bit of coppery. And there we are. Honestly, as easy as that to fit. And honestly, 9 Newton meters is each one. Just with fingers only, I just do up the Allen key. If you really want to be anal and you want to get yourself an Allen a torque wrench and do them up, they're 9 Newton meters. It's nothing. They don't hold anything. There's no pressure involved there, and it's including that little one down there on the engine. And that's it. What do you reckon, Pen?
Looks great. Industrial.
Yeah. Got a little bit more of a, yeah, industrial's the right word really. Quite like that. There you go. Right, there we are. Another little upgrade takes it a further step away from factory. I quite like that. I'll put one on the Scrambler as well. These are fitted on many bikes. There are many options of this. You can buy kind of steel pressed, stamped out ones. Personally, I think they look a little bit cheap. Kind of like that. It's billet, looks the part. It's almost a little bit like a race part. If you know what an outrigger plate is on drag racing, then that's the look it gives me. A little bit like an outrigger plate, supports the sprocket from the outside. This doesn't. It's just made to look like that, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of a performance looking part, a bit of a dress up Farkle. It's nothing serious, but it is top quality stuff, as is everything from Moto. We haven't yet bought anything from them that isn't of the highest engineering quality, and that's what I like about this stuff. It does cost a little bit more, but I do believe in spending that. We just let the wages build up and buy it later on when you can afford it. Better to do that than buy cheap parts and regret it, as I've seen so many friends do. So that's, how much is that again, Pen?
55 plus 3 postage.
Okay, so roughly £55. Go on their website, motone.co.uk. You've got 2 options. You can go to the Facebook page, or you can go to their eBay shop, and you can have a look at the other stuff they do. And they do some really, really cool, interesting stuff like that. They do it in silver as well. So if you've got a silver engine, chrome engine, that will work. What do you think, Pen? Happy?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, there we go. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, ride safe. See you next time.